Sofirn ST10. What's in the box? Lanyard, USB-C to USB-C cable, 2 spare O-ring, Sofirn ST10 Torch. Really useful user manual. Sofirn kindly sent me this little torch to show you. There's a link in the description if you're interested. I don't care if you buy this or not. I'm not getting paid to do this video. I'm just going to tell you it as it is. For what it's worth, in my opinion, this is a really nice piece of kit. Now you take from that what you will, believe me or not, it's entirely up to you. I'm going to show you some really cool features now. The first one is it locks. If you press this 3 times rapidly, you get a little flash. And then the whole thing's locked up. So if you put it in your pocket and it gets pressed, it's not going to come on and waste all your battery. It does do that flashy thing to tell you that something's pressing on it, but it won't come on. So to get it back on, 3 presses and you're good to go. Another really cool feature is this magnet on the bottom of the torch. Sticks well. There's an additional magnet on the bottom of this clip. You can hang it either way, it doesn't matter. If you try and hang it sideways, it will flop down because there's just the single magnet. You can also use this as a head torch. You just stick it on your cap. Will it stay there? Absolutely. Let's try it the other way round. Would it go flying off everywhere? Nope. Solid as a rock. This little torch is feature rich, so there is a learning curve. There's 2 buttons on it. The very top button, if you just put your finger on it and hold it there, that gives you 1 lumen. It's plenty bright enough to read the instruction manual. Next, if you click once on the top button, you get 10 lumens. You put your finger on it and hold, you move up to the next level. I think that's 30 lumens. You put your finger on it and you move up again. That gives you your highest setting. Double click, you go into turbo mode. That's 1000 lumens. Anytime you like, you can double click to put it on turbo. And if you double click again, it'll put you on beacon mode. So everything I've just done was done with the top button. Now we're going to move on to the bottom button. To use the white LED floodlight on the side, you press it once and he comes on. That takes you to low mode. If you press it again and keep your finger on it, that will cycle through the 3 modes. So you've got low, medium, high, and back to low again. If you want to double tap, it'll take you into turbo. Turn him off, and he goes back to the setting you was in before. Switching right off, clearly you've got nothing, but the next time you switch it on, it'll go back to your last setting, because it's got a lovely memory. To use the red LED floodlight on the side, you put your finger on it and hold. That gives you your lowest setting. If you put your finger on it one more time, just to tap, it takes you up to the medium setting. If you tap it again, it takes you up to the brightest setting. Now if you double tap at any time, this will give you a red beacon mode and he flashes. We've talked about lights, so now let's talk about the battery. It's rechargeable 14,500 battery, 900 milliamps. Basically it's a AA battery you can recharge, and you charge it up via the USB-C. If your battery dies for any reason, you can always use AA, which as you know are readily available. They work just fine. So what about rechargeable batteries? Many of us have got those. Well, I certainly have. I've got a load of rechargeable batteries. The ones that I've got no problems at all. In terms of water resistance, IPX6 rated. That means that if you get it wet out in the rain, you shouldn't have a problem. So don't do this. I'm doing this so you don't have to. If you do happen to drop it in a puddle or get it soaking wet, clearly it's going to survive without any issues. There's one thing I haven't tested out, and that's impact resistance. It's rated to a meter, so if you drop it out your pocket and it lands on the floor, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm not going to test this out now because I think it's silly really, just throwing it on the floor just for the sake of proving that it will survive. What I will say is the build quality on this is absolutely solid. Can't fault it. The only additional thing I would like with this little torch is a range of colours. At the moment you've got this lovely gunmetal colour, but I'd like some brighter ones really to make it look a bit cooler, make it easier to find if you do happen to drop it anywhere. A metallic orange would do for me. I'm not sure what colours you'd prefer, maybe a metallic purple, a nice green, something along those lines. But apart from that, it's an excellent little torch. If you want one of these, there's a link in the description. If you don't, I hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy the rest of your day.